Hey there, planners. Today I'm going to be sharing with you 10 reasons why I'm giving digital planning a try in 2022. I believed that digital planning was not for me, and I sort of dismissed it. I have always used physical planners. I did try digital planning several years back, and it just didn't work for me. And I had some beliefs about digital planning that kept me from pursuing that style of planning. However, I've learned a lot in the last few weeks, and I've got 10 reasons now why I think digital planning is not only equal to paper planning, but actually a much better format for me. So I'm going to be sharing those with you today. Go grab your planners and let's get planning. So my number one reason for going to digital planning is to meet my planning needs. This is a look at my mind map of my planner system needs in 2022. I have a full video about what this is and why I do it and how critical it is to heading into a new year and setting up a planner system to meet your needs. I will have that video linked down in the description box below. If you've never done this, or if you're struggling to figure out what planner to use next year, I highly recommend you spend the time mapping out your planner system needs, because this really sets the foundation for what do you need to meet your goals, what do you need to organize all the areas of your life, versus I really like this pretty planner and I'm going to buy it, and then you find out that doesn't actually meet your needs. So for me, one of the challenges that I identified pretty quickly when I laid out all my planner system needs was that I had different areas of my life that I needed plans for. Each one had different needs as far as formatting and structure. However, they're all interdependent, meaning I needed to be able to access different areas and different planners at any time in order to stay on the same page and not miss any of the things I needed to get done. So this really helped me identify that, and I realized through research that the planner system that I needed to adapt to those interdependencies. Digital planning allows me to do that. In a physical planner, so this is a physical Stalogy notebook, A5 size notebook that I used in the past. This was my personal planner. Look how thick it is. I love that. Isn't that beautiful? I do love thick, bulky, fat planners when they're all complete. This was just my personal planner. So this would represent just this area, meaning that I also had a work planner, a content planner, a faith planner, a goal planner, right? So if I was out and about on a Saturday and I had my personal planner with me and I realized something came up for work, I wouldn't have that planner with me. I would only have this personal planner, and even this was like really hard to carry around towards the end of the notebook. Hence the reason digital planning actually solves that interconnectedness problem for me. So that's the first reason why I'll be using digital planning in 2022. All right, the second reason that I have for going digital is all about money. So I'm just sitting at my desk here in my workspace. I'm going to reach just within arm's reach the planner supplies that I have right within arm's reach. Okay? I have so many planner supplies that I have to use, buy, invest. So many that I've collected. Now, some of these I might not even use for months and months. Some of these I use on a regular basis. And these are just the things that I can grab within arm's reach. This doesn't even count what's in drawers, what's in shelves. I mean, these are just within arm's reach, right? Now, I love these. I love pins. I love washi tape. I love stickers. I love all of the things. But the problem with this is it's a lot of money. There's a lot of money represented here. And this is going to run out. And then I'm going to need another orange pin, just like that, right? So going digital is actually going to save me money. I understand, and obviously there's an initial investment if you don't already have some sort of digital tablet. or format that you're using. You're going to have to invest in that. You're also probably going to have to invest in a pencil. I have the Apple Pencil that I'm using with my iPad Pro. So, you're going to have to make that initial investment. But once you make that initial investment, the options are really wide open. You can continue to pretty plan. You can use stickers and washi and decorations, just like you always have. When you purchase items, you purchase them one time and you have them forever. Pens, markers, highlighters, erasers, pencils, all of that stuff, this is it. It's a one-time purchase, and there's unlimited options here. So that's pretty amazing. It's about the cost of a great fountain pen, right? So it's not cheap, but all of the containers, all of the drawers, all of the boxes that I have full of pens, markers, pencils, watercolor pencils, all of that stuff, it's all represented right here. So in addition to the items that I might purchase to use when planning, there are far more free resources to use to plan with in digital planning space than there are for physical planning space. And you guys know I've done several videos on planner freebies, free printables. I will have those listed down below if you're interested in checking those out. But I am a huge fan of free. I think you should be able to set up a planner and use a planner completely for free if you want to. There are a lot more resources for free available with digital planning. The other thing is there's an indefinite number of pages, right? So I fill up a notebook when I'm physical planning and I have to buy another notebook, and I would do that several times a year. I can use one planner, particularly if it's undated, for the rest of my life if I want to, over and over again. I can add pages, I can delete pages, I can clear pages out and redo them. There's just an unlimited number, no repeat purchases for the actual planner as there is with a physical notebook. So for all those reasons, I'm actually going to save money by going to digital planning, because the amount, once you get past the initial investment, the cost is pretty low to zero for planning in digital space. All right, my third reason for going to digital planning is space. So I have a couple of bookshelves, 3 or 4 bookshelves actually, full of notebooks like this, which I absolutely love. I love seeing them all filled up and fat, and knowing that these are memories. I love seeing that. However, I'm running out of space, and I don't know that my family is going to let me start to encroach in their bedrooms and the living room and the kitchen with planners on bookshelves. So I needed to find a way to be able to continue to plan, to save those plans, but in a way that doesn't take up physical space in our living area of our home. So that's a problem that digital planning solves. All the storage of supplies, all the storage of notebooks and planners, it's all right here now. And I still have the finished planner, in the end, if I want to flip back through it, but I don't have to have more bookshelves and physical space. Fourth reason for going to digital planning, and really one of the key aspects that sent me to digital planning as I was looking at my mind map of planner needs and trying to solve this problem, is the portability. I can keep all my plans with me all the time within this one item, versus having multiple notebooks that I really have to pick and choose what I could keep with me. If I'm traveling, if I'm, just running around, I could only have, one notebook, maybe 2, but not when they get fat like this, with me all the time. Whereas I'm going to be able to plan all these areas of my life and have it at the touch of a button anytime I want to within this digital planner. So that was really important to me. When I'm riding in the car with someone else driving, when I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for something or waiting in line, I have all my plans right here with me all the time. All right, another reason I'm going to digital planning versus physical planning is the ability to search. So this planner is from early 2021. I know that I probably, because of the time of the year that this planner is in, I know I probably have notes about a family member's birthday and what I purchased them for their birthday and how we celebrated. However, I don't know where it is in here. I would have to kind of flip through the whole thing and, kind of look for the note I took. I also I know I have notes in here about of a doctor's appointment I had and some test results. I know they're in here. I just have no idea where they are. However, the ability to search using a search box, even my own handwriting from a digital planner, is powerful. So I don't even have to know the year. I can just search a word, Aunt Martha, and everything related to Aunt Martha in my planners is going to come up. That is so powerful. And the ability to recall those items based on topic or keywords, that is really, really powerful. And I can do that even with my own handwriting. So that's a feature that I really didn't even consider. I didn't know what I was missing with physical planning, but I can see the power of that and being able to recall that stuff. Especially, I think about all the times when I'm like, when did that happen? And what did we say? And what did we do? That is really the digital planning is really gonna help me solve that. All right, for number 6, the reason I'm going to digital planning, I wanted to actually show you an example. Digital planning is going to save me time. And here's what I mean by that. Let's say it's Tuesday, I have my list of things to do. I'm going through the day, and let's say I get the first 2 items done, but I don't get the third, 4th, and 5th items done. Now I move on to Wednesday, and I'm making my to-do list. Let's say I already have a to-do list here, but I need to make sure I get those things done. I could rewrite all of the items, or since I'm digital planning, I can simply copy and paste that quickly. Now, this is a pretty small list. Imagine I had a very long list. Imagine I had a standard grocery list or planning routine items, things that I do repeatedly over and over and over again. The ability to copy and paste notes, to-dos, even decor items like washi tape and stickers or templates, weekly setups, monthly setups, calendar items, all of those things. The ability to copy and paste is huge. Now, that's a benefit I've used, on my laptop and in other functions over and over again for years. I rely heavily on them. But in planning space, the ability to do that is powerful for saving time when I'm setting up weeks and months. And, there's a bit of that. Sometimes I want to take the time to draw things out and really get creative, but sometimes I just need to throw the plans on the page so that I can get going because I have so much to do. And the ability to copy and paste is going to save me a ton of time. All right, number 7 is very much like the previous one where I'm using copy and paste function to save time. Another area that I think is going to be wonderful is let's talk about mistakes. Let's say that I put what I thought was just this beautiful squiggly line, as part of decor on my planner, but then when I look at it, I hate it. Now, in my physical planner, I have a few options. I can break out the whiteout. I can tape pages together. I can just decide I'm going to live with it and hate the page every time I come to it. Or I can just rip the page out and ruin the binding of my planner, right? Watch how easy this is to fix in digital planning. Ta-da! Undo. The undo function in digital planning is phenomenal. It is powerful. And if you are a perfectionist like I am, you really struggle with allowing things to be imperfect. I do. And I know we're supposed to do that in our planners. We're supposed to allow things to be imperfect. It's our planner. But my personality is I want perfection. And, if I decide that, I don't like what I did, it's very hard for me in a physical planner to get past that without taping a page together or using a bunch of whiteout or having to come up with some creative washi tape cover or sticker cover. The undo button is really great for those of us who like perfection in our planners, or we just like things to look a certain way. So that is another powerful aspect of digital planning. All right, number 8 on my list is about sustainability and being environmentally friendly. So I can't save the planet, but I can do my part. Trash cans full of paper trash are a part of paper planning for me. Whether it's, the sticker paper that I don't use, or, something I printed out and it wasn't right, or, just all kinds of trash. Pens that run out of ink, cartridges for the printer that are out. There's just a ton of waste and paper trash, not to mention the physical notebooks itself that I'm going through multiples a year to cover all the areas that I need to plan. So digital planning is sustainable and environmentally friendly. You're making a one-time purchase for a product, and then you are not creating that paper trash and that waste that you would with normal planning. So that is a very important reason to go to digital planning for me as well. All right, so another reason, my number 9, is all about backup and security. So with a physical planner, this physical planner is going to be tested by time. While it's beautiful right now and I can flip through it and look back through the memories, in 10 years, will it still be in the same condition? I would have to take some special steps to protect it in order to maintain it that way. Also, if it's in my purse and a bottle of hand sanitizer explodes in my purse, the pages may be completely wiped out and ruined. There's also a security issue. I have a lot of personal information in here and I am careful about it, but to get into this personal information, all you would have to do is open up the book, right? To see, some information. There's a level of security and safety that comes with digital planning. So it's password protected, and it's also backed up every night. So even if this actual physical iPad gets ruined, all of my plans are secure and stored on the cloud. And if I really want to have them physically in hand, I can print them out. I can print them out and bind them and keep them safe. So there's a level of security with just having backups, and also just protecting the information that's contained. It's a lot easier to protect in a digital planner than it is in a physical planner. All right, the last item, number 10, the reason why I'm going with digital planning in 2020 is that after all my research and testing out digital planning over, the last few weeks, what I have learned is that digital planning has all the benefits of physical planning, but it doesn't have any of the issues, which are the things I've talked about in the previous nine items, right? It's all the benefits, but I don't have to change my planning style. I can still plan the way I want to with handwriting and stickers and, creativity, but I don't have any of the limitations that physical planning, paper notebooks, paper planners, I don't have any of those limitations. And there are additional benefits to digital planning that I hadn't even considered in physical planning. So that's a look at why I am going to be giving digital planning a try. Now, I am not saying that I will digital plan forever. It's very likely that I will go back to physical planning at some point in time or incorporate bits and pieces of it. That's just, I change planners frequently, so I could totally see that happening. But I am excited to give digital planning an all-in try for 2022. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope it gives you some perspective of my thinking and some of the research I've done and some of the things I've learned as I've tried it out. I would love to hear from you. If you are totally turned off about the idea of digital planning, I'd love to hear about that down in the comments below. What is it that prevents you from really thinking about or considering this style of planning? If you love digital planning and you have benefits that I haven't even thought about or learned about yet, I would love to hear those. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up and let me know. Subscribe to Planning Annie for more content like this. And as always, thanks for planning with me.